Part 85. Mo Yan got the telescope and horseshoes from Yi Yang. Mo Yan knelt under the Xinghe palace, thinking about the wrong words in his heart, to see how to express his gratitude to the emperor. Zheng Yi sat behind the desk, glanced at Mo Yan, and said indifferently, "Get up." But Mo Yan did not get up, and said respectfully, "I thank the emperor for the marriage. And the emperor's kindness and virtue are grateful." Before his words of thanks were finished, Zheng Yi interrupted, "If General Mo really appreciates my marriage, then take action to thank me." Mo Yan was stunned for a moment, then raised his head and looked at Zheng Yi with a puzzled expression. Zheng Yi didn't beat around the bush, and said bluntly, "Take the Jinghe kingdom and find Prince Zhenhua." When it comes the topic to the Jinghe kingdom, Zheng Yi's eyes are full of haze. The people of Jinghe kingdom have been looking for Zhenhua for 2 months, but they have never been found Zhenhua. Since the Jinghe kingdom did not cooperate with them in their search for Zhenhua, they would capture the Jinghe kingdom and search for Zhenhua by themselves. Mo Yan knew that their Holy Dynasty and the Jinghe kingdom would eventually have a battle to fight, so he replied loudly, "This minister will definitely win the Jinghe kingdom and try his best to find the holy prince Zhenhua." Zheng Yi nodded in satisfaction and said, "General Mo, you not long after your wedding. So I specifically allow your lover to accompany the army." Mo Yan was stunned for a moment, but he responded with a grateful expression, "Thank you, Your Majesty. If you have nothing else to do, then leave." Zheng Yi rubbed his temple, thinking about how to attack Jinghe kingdom. Because he knows that Jinghe kingdom is now allied with the Wangyu dynasty. And if they want to attack Jinghe kingdom, they must capture Jinghe kingdom before the Wangyu dynasty can react. Otherwise, waiting for the support of the Wangyu dynasty army, they would not be able to capture Jinghe kingdom so easily. "I will retire." Mo Yan stood up and left, but as soon as he walked to the door, Zheng Yi's unwavering voice came. "I have never touched Shui Chen." Mo Yan was stunned for a moment, and suddenly understood the wedding night with Shui Chen. At that time, Shui Chen was jerky. However, these are not important to him. The important thing is that Shui Chen is now only owned by him. After he said goodbye again, he walked out of the Xinghe palace. When he walked out of the Xinghe palace, he saw Yi Yang in plain clothes leaning against a pillar, playing with the strange thing in his hands boredly. He leaned on the pillar, saw Mo Yan approaching, smiled, and said, "General Mo. Happy wedding." "Thank you, young master concubine Yi." Mo Yan had too many words of thanks to say to Yi Yang, but he knew that there are many people here, so it is not appropriate to say more. "But I can only use my eyes to thank Yi Yang for everything he has done for them." "Thank you, don't thank you. I just hope that General Mo will live up to his lover forever." Yi Yang stood up straight. And when he saw what Mo Yan wanted to say, he directly interrupted, "I heard that General Mo is about to go to the front line, so I came here specially to deliver one thing for you. I hope it can help General Mo." After speaking, he handed the thing in his hand to Mo Yan. Mo Yan took the strange thing that Yi Yang handed over in confusion, and saw that it was made of wood, with a round hole cut out on each side. If you look closely, the hole is actually inlaid with glass. "This is?" Mo Yan looked over and over again for a while, but couldn't guess what this thing was. "General Mo, put it on your eyes," Yi Yang reminded him. Although Mo Yan looked confused, he still obediently aimed the things in his hands at his 2 eyes. When he saw the distant scenery through the 2 round holes, his face was covered with a shocked look. He didn't believe what he saw, so he hurriedly removed the things from his eyes. But when he saw that the scenery in the distance was far less clear than he had just seen, he hurriedly aimed the thing in his hands at his eyes. After repeating this several times, I was sure that the thing in my hand could see things in the distance more clearly, and I was both shocked and excited. Because he knows that as long as there is this thing on the battlefield, the enemy's traces can be detected faster. He suppressed the excitement in his heart and asked, "Young Master Concubine Yi, what is this? And why can you see it from such a long distance? Don't be too small. Ha ha. This thing is called a telescope, and it can see far away. I hope it can help General Mo on the battlefield." Yi Yang was not satisfied with this telescope, which was far from the telescope he knew in his modern era, but there is no telescope in this place. The era is a good auxiliary equipment. Mo Yan was shocked in his heart. Where is this Yi Yang sacred? Why are there so many surprise inventions? Young Master Concubine Yi, do you have any more binoculars? As a general, Mo Yan knew very well the practicality of binoculars. Because the role of this telescope on the battlefield is too great, if the general has a telescope in his hand, he can keep abreast of the latest trends on the battlefield. Don't underestimate this little bit of the latest trend. Sometimes it's this little bit of the latest trend that can decide the outcome of the battlefield. This lens is a little troublesome to make, so for the time being, only generals have it. Yi Yang looked embarrassed, because it took a lot of time to polish the concave and convex lenses. And the craftsmen of the Ministry of Industry took turns to make dozens of telescopes. General level has it. Mo Yan was really shocked. He thought there were only a few telescopes. But who knew there were dozens of them? However, this was not what shocked him the most. What shocked him the most was that there were so many telescopes. Why did Yi Yang still look very dissatisfied? Does it have to be more than one soldier in the Holy Dynasty? Seeing that he didn't speak, Yi Yang thought that Mo Yan was too few things, and comforted. Although there are few now. As long as the people from the Ministry of Industry work overtime, it won't be long before our soldiers at the level of the captain of the Holy Dynasty will have binoculars. Mo Yan said that his thinking couldn't keep up with Yi Yang at all. He felt that as long as a general-level person had a telescope, it would be very good. Who knows that Yi Yang's dream is even grander, and even the captain-level soldier, everyone has a telescope. Fortunately, all the profitable industries in the Holy Dynasty are now state-run, otherwise the Holy Dynasty's treasury would not be able to withstand Yi Yang's profligacy. Right. Yi Yang suddenly thought of something, and said, "I have something good for you." What good thing? Mo Yan became interested. To be called a good thing by Yi Yang, it must be a good thing. Horseshoes. Horseshoes? Mo Yan looked confused, wondering what the horseshoes were. "I have already sent someone to the general's mansion. And General Mo should be able to see him when you go back." Yi Yang did not explain what a horseshoe is, because he knew that Mo Yan knew the function of a horseshoe as long as he saw it. Mo Yan, who was curious about what a horseshoe was, so he hurriedly bid farewell to Yi Yang and ran towards the general's mansion. When he returned to the general's mansion, he quickly inquired about the whereabouts of the horseshoes. When he learned that the horseshoes were in the stable, he hurried to the stable. When he came to the stable room, he saw Shui Chen leading the horses out, and beside him were two craftsmen dressed in the costumes of the Ministry of Industry. When Shui Chen saw Mo Yan, his expression was gentle, with unreserved love in his eyes, and he asked softly, "You're back?" Interlocking, he asked gently, "Where are the horseshoes that young Master Concubine Yi sent?" Shui Chen pointed to the horse beside him and smiled. "It has been installed under the horse's hooves. And I was just about to take it out to try out what the horseshoe does. You'll be back." Mo Yan heard that the horseshoes was installed under the horse's hooves, and became even more curious. He bypassed Shui Chen and came to the horse's side. After comforting the horse for a while, he lifted the hoof to watch. A pair of U-shaped shoes were installed on the forefoot of the horse's hooves, which looked unremarkable on the surface, but Mo Yan, who had been dealing with horses all the year round, knew that the horseshoes could better protect the horse's feet from injury. Without a horseshoe, the cuticle on the horse's hooves has a natural defect, just like a human fingernail. If the horse's hooves is not repaired for a period of time, the horse will be uncomfortable, and the hoof will easily become fragile. Moreover, the driving environment of war horses is relatively changeable. If it rains or snows, the hooves will affect the ground. If the ground condition is not good, the horns may be cracked or even broken, which will greatly affect the horse's performance like running speed. If you wear this horseshoe, you can avoid this problem very well. In addition, horseshoes can enhance the grip of the horse's hooves on the ground, so that the horse can run faster and can also increase the running time of the horse. Mo Yan looked at the apparently simple horseshoes and laughed lightly. How come I never thought of such a simple but practical thing before? If you thought about it, there would be nothing to do with young master concubine Yi. Shui Chen joked with him. That's right. Mo Yan smiled. He turned on his horse, put his hand in front of Shui Chen, and invited him with a gentle expression, "Come with me on horseback." Shui Chen was not pretentious. With help, he easily climbed onto the horse's back. As soon as he sat firmly, he was hugged tightly by the people behind him, and then Mo Yan's legs were sandwiched between the horse's belly. The horse was in pain and ran around the racecourse. The two craftsmen who came to install horseshoes on the horse looked at the loving two people with envy in their eyes. Mobilizing the army and transporting food and grass, such a big movement cannot be concealed from the people in the holy city, especially Luo Yunxiao, who always pays attention to Junyi's actions. Master, what is the emperor's sudden mobilization of the army? Luo Wu's eyes were full of doubts. It was not long before they attacked the nomadic dynasty. Why did the Holy Dynasty start to mobilize the army on a large scale? What else can they do, of course, to attack the Jinghe kingdom? Luo Yunxiao's eyes were full of anxiety. And now the development of the Holy Dynasty is completely beyond his control. In the past, he was able to control some officials in the court with the wealth of the country, but now the Holy Dynasty has turned all the profitable industries into state-owned enterprises. There is also the air-dried beef sent by Nomadic City not long ago. The taste is so beautiful that people who have never eaten it all spend a lot of money to buy it. It is obvious that a piece of air-dried beef is sold for a sky-high price. But the supply is not enough. So, great profit. Then what should we do? Luo Wu looked a little flustered. He was really afraid that the Holy Dynasty would capture the Jinghe kingdom and make the Holy Dynasty stronger. What else can I do? Of course, it is to report to the sage and let the sage decide. Luo Yunxiao had already sent this news back to the Wangyu dynasty. As for how the emperor of the Wangyu dynasty decided, it was not something he could control. The head of the Luo family was worried to death, and Yi Yang in the palace was also very worried due to facing unexpected trouble for him.